Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Brian, and today I'm talking Love Island, Australia. This is season 6, episode 16. All right, so this is the last episode of the week. Thought it was a pretty good one. I appreciate everyone's comments who was saying when I woke up, saying that it was a great episode. Good to see. Um, Raised my bar a little bit for the episode, and I still think it delivered. Great game at the end of the episode that really I thought created a lot of drama before we get there. Let's just run through some of the things that happen. Niko gets a text, and like I said, bombshell Mia is coming in, and she is Greek. Niko is Greek. They're going to go on a date. Chrissy is kind of like, why now? Because it's like they were just talking and they were holding hands the night before. I would say the date went pretty well. They are both. Niko is like, I'm done, and she's pretty much like, I'm done too, which is a little worrisome to me. I think it's like let's just get in the villa for a few moments before we start saying like, I don't want you to talk to anybody. I don't need to talk to anybody else. Chrissy thinks that Steph is staring at her, and Steph thinks that Chrissy's staring at him. They have a conversation. He's like, "Look, I'll get to know you, but I'm still gonna respect Mimi." Man, Niko is like I said, he's saying like this is his dream girl to the boy. Wait, when he's talking to the boys, like this is his dream girl. Um, all the girls are kind of like, "What? Like, I can't believe like he's like acting like this already." He's telling the girls about it. Like he talks to a bunch of the girls at one time. Chris is in the room as well, and he's like talking about his date, saying like, "Oh, like this is I've only got eyes for Mia now." And I just think I was like, man, this is bad for Chrissy. This is like read the room. It's brutal for her. She might be in danger zone, honestly. Unless a bombshell comes in, like she could be in pretty big trouble, I think. So when the girls are in the dressing room and they kind of fill me in on some of the things that Niko has been through. So I feel like they kind of like make Hannah look a little more innocent than she actually is. Like Hannah's like, well, he was on to me, and then he just like when he was done with me, he moved on to Chrissy. Well, I feel like it was the other way around. I feel like Hannah said was kind of done with Niko, but yeah, she does talk to him about it later, and we'll see that if it actually sticks. Like how I don't know. There's a point that coming up in a second near the end of the episode that I'll talk about, but he keeps calling her like I need to find. I'm fine. I found my wife, and I was like, dude, it's been like hours. Like you need to you need to chill. He also told Chrissy that he liked her, and then he's telling. Then like when Mia asked him, he says he didn't. So it's like not a good look if they do a movie night. Um, Sophie is not loving how Taylor is moving in the villa currently. She thinks that he is like kind of letting all the girls do all the work, like loving the fact that he's getting a ton of attention. They get a text about the game called Hook Up or Hook Off, and essentially it's just like a bunch of dares or truths tied to the back of like floating ducks in a pond, and you just kind of like I think it looked like a fishing rod or whatever, hoping you pick them up, and then you have to do the dare. So I have a lot of notables written down. I think there was only like one or two that I thought were like not worth anything of discussion, but in order of things that I think happen of value. Dylan has to make two people kiss who he thinks they should be in a couple. He picks Hannah and Taylor, so that will be a theme here tonight in this segment. Niko has to kiss the Islander he thinks is the most genuine and pat the head of the least genuine Islander. Obviously, he's going to pick kiss Mia. He pats Hannah's head. Yeah. Um, Taylor has to do a three-way kiss. Chooses Em and Hannah. I don't know what like that was a strange choice, man. Like I think he kept really playing around that like he was still into M, even though he was like full blown like doing stuff with Hannah and kind of telling M like, oh well, you gotta let me explore these options. I just thought he came out like kind of like a loser today. Um, Mercedes has to kiss the hottest brunette. Picks Chrissy. Hannah has to Hannah hall pass kiss any Islander you like. You're not in a couple with. Obviously, she's Taylor there. Niko, no, this is a brutal one. This is always the worst one in the league, one you'd never want to get in any of the I Love Island games, and it seems to always be a guy getting it, and I think they do that on purpose. Niko has to choose three Islanders and make up the perfect make up the perfect woman with it. So face chooses Hannah, body chooses Kayla, personality chooses Mia, and that is just I wrote yikes, man. That he kind of talks his way out of it at the end of the episode, but it's never good. And I just why you gotta like why would you pick Hannah? I mean, just you gotta I don't know. I don't know. That was bad. That was a bad look. Bad look for him. M has to kiss the Islander you would couple up with. if your partner wasn't in the villa, she kisses Mercedes. They have pretty good kiss. They might be having something there after like some conversations and like the chemistry they have with their kiss. And Mimi is the headliner of the night with the best thing, and this is kind of what was teased to us, and she like even one ups the option of what you got to do here. But kiss the cheek of the islander you think is the most toxic, and Mimi's like thinking, she's like, well, you know what, I'm gonna do two. So she pulls up Taylor and Hannah and kisses both of them. And that just kind of sets off Taylor, gets all butthurt about it. He's like, I don't really like the way that she said that about me. And they do have a conversation later where she's like, look, I think you're just like a product of what's going on. But it's just still, he's a man, baby. And here, this is what happened. Mia did not like Niko's body answer. She was like, you should have just picked me for all three things. So Mia to me, she reminds me of like you got to know the rules of Love Island, and she knows that that question. She should know that question is going to come up. She should know they're going to have to kiss other people in challenges, but she's already saying like hard line on kissing nobody else. So I wonder how long that will last. I really like Mia, but like I don't really love like this. It's not really possessiveness, but like you should know what your show you're on to be mad about some of these things. Like you can be annoyed at his answers, but when she's like, "You should have picked me for all three," you know that you can't do that. That's not the rules. Um, I should have picked two guys. And I was just like, okay, all right, all right. She's clearly may have never seen the show before, but I don't know. Okay, Hannah says that Taylor is telling her one thing and saying it behind closed doors and acting in front of everybody differently. Um, and I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this plays out because I don't know. Like, what Hannah it seems to be kind of have blinders for Taylor currently, but I'm interested to see how maybe a few days of them being together in the aftermath, like giving them a day to sit on what happened, where it will be. Um, and like I said, Taylor is livid about being called out toxic. I just think he's a huge man, baby, man. Um, huge man, baby. All right, and then like so, M and Taylor have a conversation, and Taylor's basically like, I don't know. He seems like really clueless to me. Um, he's like, look, I think we're into other people. We should like not be together anymore. And he's basically saying like, I'm watching you do all this stuff. And M in a confessional was like, I just listened to you for days. Tell me how you think Hannah's hot. They kind of agree to break up, um, saying that they might be better off as friends. M comes down and talks to just Mimi, but like Taylor comes down and like literally proclaims to everybody that he's done with him and M are done. Says to Mercedes like, "Hey, she's all yours now," like almost giving permission. And I just think it came off like he came off like a big dude time douchebag. And Mercedes is like, "What's up with this dude? Like, we should have told me in private if you're going to talk to me like this." Like, I think it's kind of ridiculous, and I agree with him. Um, M finds out that he's doing that. I just think he's going to face major backlash, and criticism for like what he was doing. Um, M and Mercedes kiss outside the challenge. So this is the first like kiss outside the challenge. I think it looks like they went well. People are like ooh and on about it. And the trailer looked good. I couldn't tell you what's going on. So there's a lot of shock faces, which is usually the theme of these type of shows. They try to pull you in, which they did. It sucks that we got to wait till Monday, but I'll be waiting with anticipation. But I appreciate everybody for watching. I thought it was a good close to the week. Let me know what you think. What do you think the twist is? What do you think of the game? Like your thoughts on it, like some of the outcomes, some of the dares. Do you think the toxicity that made me throw out to Hannah and Taylor? Any of that stuff, right in the comments. I'm here and I would love to hear what you have to say. So I appreciate everybody for watching. I will talk to you in the next video. Peace.